Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome. This is Terry and I'm participating in a care collab in Orchid Spotlight on this beautiful orchid right here. This is Angraecum Crestwood and there is a clonal name to it. I believe it's Tomorrow's Star. There is the tag. Now I can't take credit for these buds, but if you watch my channel, you know that I love Angraecums, Angraecoids. They are my #1 favorite genus of all orchids. And I have wanted to have a Crestwood. I've had a Veitchii and I've had a sesquipedale. I have one, and actually right now two. My Veitchii passed a few years ago, but I am very happy to have Angraecum Crestwood because it is definitely the best of both, probably improved upon as far as Veitchii is concerned. One of the odd traits about Veitchii is that the flower wants to open parallel to the ground. It wants to face down with the nectary staying parallel. It's called, it sort of has that reputation of being a twisty flower, and because of the sesquipedale, which the flower points down and slightly out, and the lip of Viburnum is upright, then Veitchii seems to open counter to both of those. So when you cross Veitchii with sesquipedale, it does open with the traits of sesquipedale. The lip is down and slightly out, and it looks very much near sesquipedale, although not as large. But it does have those colors. Hopefully it will have those colors as Veitchii, which is the white lip, slight green throat, and the white stripe down the center, while the sepals and the petals are somewhat slimish green, but just such a beautiful flower. Now, I can't really comment on the culture, but I will comment on how I do grow my Angraecums, which I treat them similar to like a Vanda in a way, but in that regard, they get watered pretty much year-round, a little less in the wintertime, but they do not want to dry out completely. They like hot conditions year-round. They do like high humidity within the 70% range and higher. Now, having said that, the fact that they like a lot of water year-round, a little less in the wintertime, they don't like their roots to desiccate. They don't like their roots sitting in soaky, soggy, rotted, acidic media. They want their roots to dry off. So, and they also, I would say, in addition to their roots drying off when watering, as far as the water, they appreciate a higher quality of water. I water my Angraecums with rainwater, and I try to have that rainwater at room temperature. They do not like cold water at their roots. They do appreciate very bright light, indirect light in the summer. Not indirect, but they like shaded light in their native environment. Well, not this plant, but both. The parents are under the canopy, high up in the trees in the summertime, so they do get some shading. In the winter, they are in more of a sunny, exposed location, but care has to be taken not to burn the leaves. In my care, I put them outside, and then I bring them inside in the wintertime, trying to maintain a high level of light and humidity. I back off on the feed. I do switch to a more of a bloom feed in the winter as opposed to grow in the spring when the growing season is going on, spring, summer. But that's even less as well. They generally bloom towards the end of the Christmas season into spring, and flowers are very fragrant at night, waxy, long lasting, and that's pretty much the plant in my care that I plan to give it. These resent repotting when they are bloom sized and can soak for many years. So when you get one of these, you want to immediately put it in a large size container, and usually I try to pot them in lava rock, some sort of free draining material. Bark is fine, big chunky pieces of bark, perlite, rock, whatever suits your conditions really, just as long as it's free draining and you watch the amount of watering that you give it. I think I've covered everything. I'll put a picture of the flower. Unfortunately, I'm not showing you one. These take a very long time to open. I'm not sure what all of this browning on the lower part of the nectary is, but I am quite confident that I will be getting flowers, and I will be sharing those with you when it happens. I wanted to also thank Nina, Ninja Orchids, for inviting me to this. Also, make sure you watch Sue, Karan, and Todd's Tropicals, and Nina, of course, for their care videos and their culture for what they provided in their climate. Today, as you might be able to see, it's got some flakes going outside. It's about 19 degrees out. And I have chose to keep this in my kitchen, not my kitchen, my dining room table, because in the past when I've put Angraecums that were in bud or spike in directly into the greenhouse, they just blasted right away. So seems to be so far so good with these buds. Yeah, I am in Zone 5 in the US, Illinois. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your orchids.